Justin, what's up, my friend? How are we doing this week?
Man, happy Sunday, Saul. How you doing?
Oh man, I'm fantastic, man. And just another week, another dollar, right? We got a
Absolutely.
pretty fun episode coming up tonight. Obviously, we're doing our fantasy football draft, which we've been kind of hyping up off and on for the last month and a half. But it is finally here because we don't have any time left. So
yes, 1 week until football season, Saul.
Damn.
1 week.
I'm pretty excited.
Less than
I'm
7
pretty
days.
excited.
I'm pumped.
So here we go, baby.
Your fans just might turn into our fans. Be cool, it's just part of the program. Spit your best 16 if you must. You're not whack, you just sound whack rapping after us. Yo, your fans just might turn into our fans. Be cool, it's just a part of this program. Spit your best 16 if you must. You not whack, you just sound whack rapping after us.
It's the 2020 Total BS Podcast Fantasy Football League. Get hyped up. Let's go.
Yes, let's do it. We need the air horn.
I don't know what happened there. That's your responsibility, man. You're the air horn guy, not me.
Yeah, that's my fault.
You let the whole team down, Justin. You let the whole team
fault.
down. All right, so
that's my fault.
Just to set it up, Justin and I have split up the league into two divisions, and because this week had some viral content that happened to do with chicken wings and boneless chicken wings and whatnot, we thought it was only appropriate to name the two division flats versus drums. I think that's pretty apropos, don't you?
Yes, because it was either going to be traditional versus saucy nugs or traditional versus what was it? Wet tenders or something like that. It's like, listen, I like boneless. Like I will eat boneless, but I always prefer traditional. We're just going to ignore the whole boneless argument. We're going to stick with the ones that we can all agree on. And that is traditional bonelings, flats versus drums. So I can't wait.
Are you a drums guy or a flats guy?
I'm a flats guy.
There you go.
I'm a flats guy just because I take it and I twist it a little bit, grab the one bone, pull it out, and it's just all chicken and goodness. Yeah, I'm definitely a flats guy for sure.
Beautiful. Yeah, well, with that being said, we will start with the flats. And this is the group of guys that has joined us tonight, 10 all in total. And might as well go ahead and get started. And player number one is Ryan Bertrand. He's from the NFL Network. He'll be joining us soon. Adventures of Joe Exotic. Yeah, like a little tiger there, right?
I love it.
And then also we have Ali Boumaye, which is run by Ali Farang, Nova Home Loans, Arizona Bowl Executive Director. And then we also have Georgia Bunk, Flats right there. And then, of course, we have our co-host of the Total BS podcast, Mr. Justin Spears, all Barkley, no bite.
And you got the sad Chargers photo.
Hell yeah, I did. You knew I was going to pull that thing in here. So, and then finally rounding out Mr. Corey Williams and Raggedy Goat Mouth.
What did you Google to find that picture?
Dude, I Googled ugly goat, and that was the first thing that popped up. I was like, dude, I got to use this now, right? So so that's what I did. So we'll bring these guys in one at a time here in a second. But we will also go ahead and name everybody on the drums team, starting off with Joshua Spears, your brother, with Ramley Matters.
Yes, sir.
And I want you to peep the Ramley Matters fonts, because that is a word for word identical copy of Family Matters. So it took me a little while to find that one. There you go. And then we got to know when to Folsom by Brett Farah. And then unfortunately we did have to invite an ASU guy into the fold. So we have the Herm Train with his little caboose right here. Nice and cute. There you go. And then I am obviously Shakin' Drake. Most of you might think it's because of Drake the singer, but it's actually not. It is because of my man Kenyon Drake, who won me my fantasy football league last year in week 16. Much appreciated, that guy. And then finally rounding it out is AZ Secure Nation. Shep is in the house. We'll go ahead and bring in one of these guys right now. So we'll go ahead and start off with Ali Farhang. Ali, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Ollie from Tarzana. First time, long time. How you guys doing?
Thanks for joining us on the pod tonight, man. This is going to be fun.
Here, guys. Hey, by the way, your intro is awesome. Justin hangs out with a lot of tall guys because everybody had their arm on his shoulder.
This is the first person to point that out, Justin. And now I will never ever unsee it.
Yeah, we got to edit the intro. We gotta take some photos out.
All right, Ollie.
Hard to hit, JS.
All right, that's Ollie Farhang, and then coming in, Mr. Brett Farah. Brett, what's going on, man?
Hey guys. Hey, I saw the sad Charger face, and Justin looks like he's got the happy Charger face on. So
yeah, he does.
We'll see if that plays out the rest of the night.
It's because week 1 hasn't started yet. Just give it some time.
Why? But Saul, why you got to dirty me like that? Drums. I mean, come on. Like, you're right. It is flat.
It was
all
random,
the way.
man. It was random.
Okay,
it was random. I'm a flats guy, and I'm on Team Drums.
I know.
Too, so
you taught me. Good. You taught me. I learned it from watching you.
There you go.
Now, Brett.
All right.
Real quick, Brett. Blue cheese or ranch?
Oh,
I'm gonna go ranch.
Ooh,
good man. Good man. You're a good man.
Ooh.
I don't care. I'll take either, but I'll just say ranch.
All right. Well, sit tight there, Brett. Next up, Mr. Matt Lively from Tampa, Florida. Also, this man is a huge Tom Brady and Pats fan, and it's just Bucks fan. My bad, Bucks fan. Bucks fan. Yeah. And so I feel like he just moved from Bakersfield to Tampa just so he could follow Mr. Tom Brady.
If I can get a kiss from Tom Brady, I'll let him adopt me. That's all right. Hey, guys, I do want to say thanks for having me in the league. I'm glad to be the youngest guy by at least 20 years.
Happy
to be here.
And the shit talking has begun. Here we go.
I'm 25.
Here we go. I'm surprised. I'm surprised you can count to 20, Matt, coming from ASU. All right. And then my man Shep. Shep, what's going on, man?
I don't even know what to say.
He's too cool. He's got two screens. Also, Shep, I need you to remove yourself from one of those screens because somebody else needs to get into the stream.
Look, okay. I gotta have multiple screens. I'm cyber. That's what it's about. So
that's cool. We're
gonna have to show y'all how the stuff works out. All right. You see this right here? That's all that matters.
That's the reason why you keep losing in fantasy football because you keep picking your Broncos. That's Shep from Secure Nation. And then Corey Williams in the house. What's up, Corey?
What's going on, fellas?
Cowboys fan, Corey Williams.
Hey, I appreciate you guys letting the special needs ASU people in the group. That's
Yeah, there you go.
But I like your community outlook. That's really nice.
Really nice. Number one in innovation, baby.
That's right, baby. There we go. All right, Corey, hang in there while we round up the group. Then we're going to bring in your brother, Mr. Joshua Spears. Joshua, you got that sound kicked up or what?
Yeah, we're good. How are you guys?
Good, man. Great. Good.
So, Josh, Cam Akers, is that going to be your first pick? Are you going with the Los Angeles Rams route?
That's a sleeper, man. That's a sleeper. They're going to use that.
And that's why you're going to get the Karen at the end of the year.
There it is. All right, Mr. Joshua Spears. And then from the NFL Network. Oh, not you. Sorry. My bad, Justin. I took you off the screen for no damn reason. We got Mr. Ryan Bertrand. Ryan, what's cracking, man?
What up, my U of A friends? It's been, 3-4 years since I've seen you?
It's been a little while. Where you at right now?
Well, I'm actually at the crib.
Okay.
Light show. I made sure to give you guys a little light show behind me. I didn't really have a good Zoom background. So
it's got a very, kind of like I'm in the middle of the hood kind of hotel vibe going on. It's pretty cool with the cooler on the wall.
I was like, he's at Club COVID right now.
Club
COVID. Gotta turn it up. There we go. All right, just sit tight. Well, I mean, that's an example of what we're trying to get into tonight. We're just going to talk shit and have fun, and that's pretty much the antithesis of it. But let's give everybody the rules before we start so they understand what kind of league we're trying to run tonight. It is a standard PPR league, 60 seconds per pick. Top 4 teams make the playoffs, just like pretty much every other league out there. Playoffs start in week 15. And the championship is in week 16. Prizes for the top 3. And if you get last place, you get the Karen Award. And we do have a trophy. Best believe that. It is a Barbie, and it does have a Bobby cut. I have it ordered, and it's on its way. There you go. It looks just like Kate from John and Kate Plus 8, just in case you didn't know that. So there's that. And then also the order of tonight's draft. Bunk is leading it off, and he's not in the chat right now. Hopefully he'll show up at some point. Justin, Brett, Matt, Shep, myself, Corey, Ali, Ryan, and Josh. So it should be pretty chill, pretty easy. And again, we're just trying to have a good time tonight. So let's run it.
Let's get it started, man.
Yeah, I'm excited to see who's going to pick what and who's going to screw this all up, because that's usually how it goes, right?
And by the way, for the people that are listening live, feel free to leave any comments. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching live on YouTube, if you're watching live on Twitch, feel free to drop a comment. We'll be sure to put it up on the screen, and let's have a good time, man.
Hell yeah, that's all it is. And also, Justin, tell them where they can find us.
Yes, before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the Total BS podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts, and for the Sunday night stream, because those are always the best shows, because, you know, we have cool shows like this fantasy football special, and we also have our normal Sunday night show that has Don't Be That Guy, Tell Me Something Good, and all sorts of great segments, and also incredible guests as well. So subscribe, rate, review, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you listen to podcasts, be sure to look up Total BS and subscribe.
Absolutely. Hey, well done. It's like you've done this before.
A little bit.
There we go.
Little radio experience.
We got a little 2 minutes before 2 minutes before the draft starts. Justin, your Lakers, looks like they evened up the series. Were you a little worried? Were you a little worried today? A little worried?
I was. Yeah, I was. I had that clip of Stephen A. Smith from like First Take a couple years back, and he's made like this huge prediction about the NBA Finals, and then the Raptors made it close, and then you see Stephen A. Smith biting his nails, and he's like, "I'm a little bit nervous, man. I'm a little bit nervous." That's exactly how I felt watching today's game, because the Lakers went up by 20 points. It was looking like the Portland series all over again. You know, the game one was kind of like the first round of a boxing match. You feel each other out. And then game two, Lakers just came out swinging. And they did that for a little bit, but the Rockets are not the Portland Trailblazers. And they found out real quick when that 20-point lead quickly disappeared, and the Rockets all of a sudden went up by 5. So, but hey, listen, Lakers won. Like, I'm pretty sure like 6 or 7 members of our fantasy football league are all Lakers fans here. So this is what makes tonight even better, because we are all happy right now because our basketball team won, but we're excited for football season.
There we go. Hey, we got first-time watcher Ben Fadir out there. Appreciate you watching us. The rules, PPR. We got 10 teams, and it's pretty much standard. Nothing crazy in terms of the league rules go. We appreciate you watching, bud.
Absolutely.
It's always nice to get a first-time viewer, so there we go.
Yeah, thank you.
And we got 30 seconds till Bunker will pick, and hopefully he's not on auto draft. I know he's not on auto draft. He's just trying to figure out how to get in to this stream, which I have sent him multiple times.
So is Justin Tucker going to go number 1 overall?
Hell yeah. If it was my choice, that's exactly who would go first overall, man.
Yeah, pick him, Bunk. Justin
Actually,
Tucker.
I would probably pick Josh Rosen.
Yeah. It might not be a bad pick. Just saying.
And speaking of which, rising from the dead. Oh, well, I'm gonna let him get his camera right first, because he's got curtains showing right now.
It's like the Undertaker gif when he just rises up.
Yeah. Alec White, sit down. Okay. No 2-week playoffs is a criminal mistake. No, man. This is one and done, man. If you lose in the first week of the playoffs, then you should have never been there in the first place. That's just how we roll.
Yeah. Learn how to make adjustments.
So Shep is trying to say something. Shep is trying to say something. I can see him talking to the screen. What were you saying?
I said, coming from a guy who historically loses within the first 2 weeks, talking about you shouldn't be there.
Whoa. Who won the league last year? Who won the league last year?
Last year? What about the last 4 years? Mr. Struggle.
I have done nothing worse than 4th place in the only 3 years I've played. What are you talking about?
A lot of that grade came from fantasy.
What are you talking about right now, man? Oh, man. Shep, come on now.
It might be the Cardinals. No.
Come on now. Hey, Kyler Murray and Kenyon Drake took me all the way to the title, buddy. Sorry.
Okay. Y'all still got a stadium?
We sure do. It's better than the shitty one you guys got up in Denver. What are you talking about right now? Man, let this guy go, man. Forget him. All right. So here we go. We are on the clock, right?
Yes, sir. I think I'm on the clock now.
Oh yeah, you are on the clock.
I'm on the clock. So I have the second overall pick, and I think I'm going to go just like my title.
Smart play. Yeah, did you say it?
Yes, sir.
Barkley. Saquon Barkley goes.
All Barkley, no white picks. Saquon Barkley.
Let me share this screen then so everybody can see what we're trying to deal with right now. So there we go.
So did Christian McCaffrey go first?
Christian McCaffrey went first overall. Pretty easy pick right there. Solid selection. He's in the MVP conversation. But right now we got Brett Farrell on the clock. Know when to fold him. So, he's already selected, and he goes with Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook ahead of Ezekiel Elliott. So,
interesting.
There goes Ezekiel. And then Secure Nation is on the clock. I'm sure the first Bronco to go off the board is coming up here shortly.
Jerry Jeudy?
All right. Jerry Jeudy, yeah. Do it. All right. So all right. So that means I'm on the clock. He goes with Derrick Henry. Right. Let's see. Oh man,
who is Saul gonna pick?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
I
went with Kenyon Drake
over Alvin Kamara.
I did.
Is it because of the contract negotiations?
I mean, I'm a little worried about that contract, man. That's the first reach of the night. I will admit that fully. It was the first reach of the night, but still a solid fantasy player. I want to go back to Brett. Brett, what's up, man? Why Dalvin Cook? What are you expecting from him this year?
Well, they say, it's a PPR league, so I want someone who's going to catch some passes. I don't know. I just think it's about time to see him get a full season under his belt, and or at least compared to last year. I mean, he played great, and I think he missed a little bit of time, if I'm not mistaken, unless I'm just making things up in my head, which is entirely possible. It's 8:45 on a Sunday night. So.
What the hell? Oh, so I thought I reached. I'm going to let you go real quick. Oh, my gosh. My man, Corey Williams, just picked Dak Prescott.
What?
Oh, the Cowboy fan in him, man. He went with. Is this whole roster going to be Cowboys, Corey?
I refuse to watch football and care about anybody that's not on America's team.
He's going to pick all Cowboys. It's going to be the last pick of the draft, and Corey's going to pick Theo.
I knew I couldn't get Zeke because our recipe is this. We fall behind, and then we rack up a bunch of stats after the fact. We never win, but we always get good numbers. So I'm not cheering for anybody that's not wearing Dallas Cowboy gear. No, I do have a couple of picks. I got a couple of picks. That might be other people.
Okay.
But a quarterback over a running back with the first pick of a fantasy football draft.
Yeah. And it wasn't Mahomes or Jackson.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I don't really know fantasy football that well. So I'm not. I'm going to probably end up winning the league, but either way.
All right. Okay. Well, Josh is he picked a rookie, Clyde Edwards-Helaire from LSU.
Wow.
That's an interesting pick as well.
With the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
I think he's going to ball out this year.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, because what's their running back situation? They don't have Shady McCoy anymore.
No.
So they have Kareem Hunt, and then now they add this guy, and they picked him in the second round, I believe.
They didn't have Kareem Hunt last year, did they? I don't think they did in the I forgot what his name was. The other running back for Kansas City pretty much led them the whole way.
Oh, not Kareem Hunt, because he's in Cleveland now.
Yeah. That was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm on the clock next after Corey makes his second selection, which of course it had to be Amari Cooper. I knew that was coming. So oh man. All right. Well, there's still some quality players still on the board right now. Yeah, I'm gonna take Mr. Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, really good choice. The cheetah.
The cheetah.
Fastest man in football.
All right. Up on the clock is Secure Nation. Who you got, Shep? Who you gonna take, Shep?
I'm going to throw a curveball out there.
We've already seen a curveball or
I'm about
two
to
so far.
direct shot.
Who's he picking?
He takes Mahomes.
Oh.
He takes Mahomes. That's a good solid pick. Good solid pick. A little early for a PPR league, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all good. All right. Who's up on the clock? All right.
Your boy from ASU.
Yeah,
Matt.
for sure. Hey, Bunker, I know you can hear us, so why don't you fix your camera so as soon as I can see your face, I might put you on the screen, but unless you don't want to be put on the screen, that's cool. But your ceiling looks really nice. Matt, talk to me. What you got going on?
Wait a minute. So I have one question. The guy that's giving me all this crap for going to ASU, my guy Corey, he reaches for Dak Prescott? Come on now. Come on now.
Corey.
What's that? No. What's that?
Oh my goodness.
Now,
this is funny.
I don't know.
I don't know about Ari and Dak.
There's no formula to my madness. This is the Jerry Jones method of team management right here.
I got your boy Zeke. So if you want to give me 4 or 5 players, I'll happily trade you.
No.
I'll see how far I can go with this.
Week 10. That's when you make the big trade right there. Yeah. All right.
So I just made my pick right now. My second pick, I took your boy, Saul. DeAndre Hopkins.
Nice.
I think he's going to be the best wide receiver in football next year. Adding to that offense with Kyler Murray and those guys, and I just have a hunch that D-Hop is going to put up some insane numbers this year. I was going to go with Mike Evans, but Tom Brady doesn't like to throw the ball deep, and Mike Evans is kind of a deep target, so I don't think Mike Evans is going to have as good of numbers as people think he's going to have. And with that, I'm going to go with a tight end for my next pick.
Ooh, you're just going to tell everybody like that, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
It says I'm on the clock, and then I'm trying to pick, but it says Q. Somebody else?
You should have already made a pick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're
sorry.
Good.
For some reason at the top, it made it seem like I was going next.
No, that's Bunk. Bunk is up.
That's Bunk. Okay.
Yeah. You're all good. You're all good.
Cool. So who's Bunk taken so far?
Bunk right now, I can't see that. Bunk's had a pretty good draft. That was only his second pick. So that was Christian McCaffrey. And then he just selected Mike Sanders, Philadelphia Eagles running back. So,
okay.
Yeah, I don't know about that pick. He's highly rated. I get it. But I always have this thing about drafting players with not a heavy load of what they've been able to do. So, all right. So Brett Fair's on the clock. Ali Farang, let's pull him in here real quick. Ali, what do you think about your draft so far?
I mean, I can't be more happy to be with a bunch of guys that don't know what they're doing. So
it's really a mirror of every other draft in the country. It really is.
You know, I've learned a lot just by the fact that, I asked Tampa Boy, fish tank or lava lamp, and he answered fish tank right away. So we know he doesn't own. And I'm totally mesmerized by Shep because it looks like in between picks, he's dropping some sort of track in the studio. And
Bakersfield.
The sunglasses got me. Is it bright in Denver right now? Is it Alaska?
He's actually in Tucson, believe it or not. So yeah, it's just so hot today that, his retinas couldn't deal with it.
Well, what's the over-under on guys doing edibles during this draft? Because based on the pick, I'm going over.
He said 100. Oh, man. I like it. All right. So Shep is on the clock actually right now as we speak. So we'll let this man focus on what he needs to do because he needs all the focus he can get.
That doesn't matter.
There it is. All right. Okay. All right. Travis Kelce. Nice pick. All right. Well. Oh, I mean, how do I pass this guy up, huh?
Hey, Justin.
Joe, what's up?
You've got Corey a long time. Corey's been a part of a program that's all about leadership,
Because they had their
winning,
too.
doing things the right way. Don't you think it's curious when a guy like that becomes a Cowboy fan? Because that's completely the opposite of what a winning program is about. And so I'm actually fascinated.
You got to ask him that.
He knows what
Ollie's throwing haymakers right now, man.
I mean, first of all, I was born into it, 1978.
Corey, you're also on the clock, Corey, just so you know.
I've been a Cowboy fan since Tony Dorsett in them. And in terms of excellence, 5 Super Bowls speaks for itself. We're America's team. I go to the best university in the country, Lute Olson, U of A. So it all kind of goes together. All I do is win. Now,
except for the last thing you said, Corey, everything you said was wrong.
You know what, though? It was weird because when I was at U of A, that's when we were winning Super Bowls, and we ain't won jack since I graduated. So
that shirt should say "Raid" with the A in the middle there.
Oh, come on now. Come on. Matt, you're too young to remember the point shaving days, so shut your mouth, okay?
You're right. You're right. I'm the one guy born in the 90s here.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, we're
Justin takes offense to this, the host of this show.
All right. Apologies to Joe.
All right. Ryan's got something to say, I think. What's up, Ryan?
I'll represent the 90s gang over here. Hell yeah.
There you go. 2 guys in the 90s. There we go. All right. Ollie's on the clock right now. The last couple picks, George Kittle, Aaron Jones, Chris Goodwin, Travis Kelce, Mike Evans, Michael Gallup, and Odell Beckham Jr. Man, ODB kind of fell off quite a bit.
Yeah. I think it's the Drake curse. He was in that music video with Drake, and then people just kind of didn't like him anymore, and that's how he fell.
That's it. The Kiki video, huh?
Or no, the latest one, Laugh Now, Cry Later.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah. We got a lot of comments right now in the fold. We got some spam going on.
Answer the question, Saul.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, she's downstairs. Call my fiance now. Shush. All right. Oh man. And then whoa, Dak over Mahomes and Jackson. Yeah, we got some people that know. Probably would have been there maybe the second time around, but at pick number 6, I'm hoping that he's still there. Maybe 10 spots later. I don't think he would have made it that long. If you know what you're doing out there, then he's a good solid pick.
Absolutely.
Just Jake Lassiter right there. Good pick, Mahomes. Whoever picked him. And yes, Mr. RJ Cards, this is live right now as we speak. There we go. So we're all caught up there.
So I don't mean to steal any strategy points from you guys, but I'm curious to hear what you have to say, Saul. Like usually when you get to this point in the draft, like are you looking for slot guy or flex guys that could do a little bit of everything? Are you looking for a quarterback? What's the mindset right here?
I'm still looking for overall strategy. We haven't heard from Ryan, so let's ask Ryan. Ryan, what's your strategy and what's your perspective now that we're probably about 3 picks in? Yeah, everybody's 3 picks in now.
Well, I think probably the biggest thing is just usage. You're looking for guys who are getting used a lot in their offenses, the first, second options. This is a big draft for wide receivers. There's a lot of different wide receivers, especially later on in the rounds. I don't know how that's gonna do for some of our friends who picked a little bit off of that earlier in the draft, but I think some of us, the smart ones, will definitely take advantage of the receivers later on.
Absolutely. That's spoken like a true NFL Network guy. Go Mouse is on the clock.
Which Cowboy is going to get off the board?
He's got to find them now. They're not in the top 50 anymore, so he's got to go scrolling if he's going to try and find them.
That's why I said at the end of the draft, Corey's going to pick T.O. He's going to add Terry Owens to his roster.
He went with Rob. He went with Rob Gronkowski.
With the Wildcat.
I was wondering who was going to take the gamble on this guy, but let's see. Sorry, I need to do my homework. Go ahead and talk, Justin.
I love the pick by Corey, picking Rob Gronkowski, because even though Tom Brady isn't necessarily a deep target or deep threat guy anymore, like he's not going to throw the ball more than 10 yards, but damn it, as somebody picks Kyler Murray. Oh,
yeah, that's me, baby.
you.
That's
Oh,
me.
Damn it. But no, I like to pick by Corey, just because it's a tight end that even though he was out all of last year, he goes back in and has a quarterback that he's familiar with. So no, I love picking Robbie G.
Robbie G. There you go. No, that was a solid pick, I think. And then David Johnson comes off the board.
Is Bill O'Brien picking that?
Oh, the Herm train. Oh yeah. Tell me about David Johnson. Why David Johnson? Are you a believer in David Johnson?
This poor guy he gets traded out of Arizona. This was like a top 5 running back.
Poor guy. He did it himself.
Hey, listen. What has Houston been missing? A run game. They got their guy now. And
now they don't even have receivers. What are you talking about?
Who are they going to throw
Stills. That's it. That's all they got.
Well, guess what? That's why I'm glad I've got the running back, because he's going to be getting a lot of carries, a lot of touches out of that backfield.
Yeah, but he's only going 3 yards a pop. What are you talking about?
That's okay. PPR. He's going to catch the ball out of the backfield.
Okay. All right. Maybe. I don't know. Bill O'Brien doesn't seem like the type of guy that throws the ball out of the backfield too much.
Bill O'Brien might let me take over that team halfway through this season.
Yeah, well, at least the owner will, because Bill O'Brien might not be long for that.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well,
So
this
I'm
thing
on the
is
clock
moving
right
along.
now.
We're already in the 5th round almost. So going pretty quick.
I'm on the clock right now.
Okay. That's why you're focused.
And, you guys talked about the Houston Texans and how they have nobody to throw to. Deshaun Watson just signed that hefty contract. If you're a Bears fan, you got to be feeling pretty shitty right now, because you have Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson signing contracts. And I'm going to go with Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. So you talked all that stuff and you didn't even take Deshaun Watson. I thought you were for sure going to take Deshaun Watson.
Well, no, I know that's what I said. Like the conversation that you and Matt just had, like, who's Deshaun Watson going to throw to? I think he's a pretty solid quarterback, but I think the Texans really didn't have that great of an offseason to put him into position to win and take them deep into the playoffs. I just don't see how he's going to be able to throw the ball. Like you said, Kenny Stills is his best receiver. Do they still have Will Fuller there too?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's decent.
pretty
I mean, he had a
Notre
few
Dame
good
guy.
games.
Yeah.
But
He'll step into it in the primary spot. But
yeah,
Justin, you took my quarterback early. You reached for that. But
I did. Another guy who secured the bag recently, not this offseason, but the offseason before then, and he's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in this generation. So
I really wanted Russ. I was telling Saul earlier that, I didn't pick my favorite team name this year because I thought we had to go a little PG. My PG-13 team name was going to be Russell Wilson's bedroom voice. But I decided to stay away from that.
You should have done it, man.
I'm regretting it.
You should have done it. Should have done it. Oh, well. All right.
That's so great. The bedroom voice.
Yeah. Hey, this is a live look at Bunkers. This is a live look at Bunkers' laptop. How's it going, buddy?
That's good.
All right. So at least we know he doesn't have porn on the screen. So that's good. That's good. That's solid. That's a good start. That's a good start. All right. All right. Let's talk to Ron. Shep, how you feeling about your draft so far?
I feel really good about it. Not gonna lie. Pretty sure I'm gonna smash all you fools, but I'll just sit here, smoke my hookah, and relax. I forgot it's PPR, and be honest with you, I'm not normally in a PPR league. So it's a totally different strategy that I'm unaware of. So
the other league that we do play in together is not a PPR league, so this is a little bit of a curveball. However, Shep has come in absolutely last almost 2 or 3 years in a row. So I think a PPR could only help.
That is fake news.
That's not fake news. That is not fake news. Who is supposed to wear a pink leotard around the city?
1 year.
Oh
1 year.
God. Hey, 1 year is all it takes, man. I've never finished the lap.
See,
Believe
look
that.
at that. Like he's already doubled back, and this supposed to be a news show. What's going on?
A news show? This is not news. This is sports and trash talk. What are you talking about?
We need the true facts in sports. All right, don't be bringing that fake news in here.
Take another hit of the hookah. All right. Oh, okay.
I just picked. And
who'd you got?
I'm sorry, Ollie. He's probably shaking his fist right now, but I picked up Juju Smith-Schuster.
Nice.
From the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's a good solid pick, man.
Big Ben's back. Juju's their number one guy. Yeah, I like Juju this year.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to be a little bit all over the place this year. Yeah, the only connection I have is Kyler and Drake, but everybody else is just going to be spread out. So it'll be interesting to see who else is left on the board when we all get back around. I mean, we've only had 5 picks, or 4 for most of us. I'm about to hit my 5th right now. So how do you feel like your draft is going so far?
You know, I really like it. I love the diversity. Like, obviously, my first pick, Saquon Barkley. I was actually targeting Christian McCaffrey. I wasn't going to use Barkley and then have my name be Barkley. I wanted McCaffrey the whole time just because he's an MVP candidate. He just signed that contract, and I really think that he was going to thrive even more this year in Matt Rule's offense because they also added, was it Joe Brady, the old LSU quarterbacks coach or the co-OC? So he really loves to spread out the ball. So I think Christian McCaffrey this year is going to have a lot more receiving touches and therefore bigger numbers. So I was looking at Christian McCaffrey, but Saquon Barkley is probably going to be the go-to guy for the Giants this year. So that's an easy number 1 pick. And like I said, DeAndre Hopkins, dude, Saul, I think that trade the Cardinals robbed the Houston Texans blind. And it's no disrespect to David Johnson. I know you, Matt loves David Johnson. He picked him, but they gave the Houston Texans David Johnson and a bag of chips for DeAndre Hopkins, who's probably a top 2 wide receiver in football right now. I don't think that was enough, and the Cardinals completely robbed them. So he's going to put up insane numbers. Greg Kittle just signed the contract with the San Francisco 49ers. So I hate to be that guy, but I think I'm going to whoop all your asses this year.
Oh, okay. All right. I had to go with my boy Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley, huh?
Yeah. So, yeah, I was on the clock. Sorry about that.
Who's going to throw on the ball?
Matt Ryan. Yeah, it's always Matt Ryan.
We'll see
forever.
about that.
It's forever Matt Ryan.
Well, I know it's been Matt Ryan, but we'll see. We'll see about that.
Well, who do you think is going to throw him the ball then?
I don't know.
It ain't not going to be Matt Ryan.
Whoever's the backup quarterback.
Matt Ryan's still a good quarterback. What are you talking about? No, he's not a good quarterback.
I think he kind of fell off a little bit last year, but they also dealt with a lot of injuries and they couldn't really find any sort of rhythm.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm bringing everybody.
I don't know. I'm just not a Matt Ryan
into the
fan.
chat right now. Everybody's in the chat right now. Look at this craziness right now. Everybody's in the chat.
So hold on. Thumbs up or thumbs down, so that way there's isn't like this cluster like thumbs up or thumbs down. Matt Ryan's a good quarterback.
Yeah, that's right, baby. That's right. That's right. Take your medicine.
I agree. Matt Ryan is an amazing quarterback, 100%. It's just he didn't have the tools, and they can't be mad at his coach decided to mess up the entire formula. But that's also why I picked up Todd Gurley, just in case he's not a great quarterback.
Always got to have the backup plan. Always got to have the backup plan.
The safety
Never heard of a running back handcuffed to a quarterback, but he's brilliant.
Hey, look, it's yards, it's touches, there's dump offs. Look, I just realized PPR, Todd Gurley may not be able to get down the field as much, but he's going to get that touch.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Can we tell Buck down, guys? I just tired of hearing from him.
Oh man. Ali's on the clock. Oh man. Somebody has their shit on surround sound over there. It sounds like it's Ali. All right. Oh,
I love that pick.
Damn it. That was my next pick right there.
Raheem Mostert from the San Francisco 49ers. Whew, that's a really good pick.
Solid.
Especially the way he played in the playoffs last year. Yeah, that's a good pick, Ali. So now Corey is on the draft. Goat Mouse. And who's Corey taken so far?
Oh,
he's taken Dak Prescott, Kareem Hunt, Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and Rob Gronkowski. So he still needs so he's got all Cowboys, Kareem Hunt, and Rob Gronkowski.
And then Blake Jarwin. All right. Okay. Here we
Yeah,
go.
Corey's definitely getting the Karen, man.
He might just well get the Karen this year.
He's definitely getting the Karen.
Let's see here. Oh man, Le'Veon. Man, he's so enticing, but he doesn't do anything during the year. You know, I'm gonna take my man Jonathan Taylor. He's a workhorse. Indianapolis likes to run the ball. He's gonna get his share. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my guy right there.
I don't know. They have my boy Phillip Rivers. I think they're gonna start gunslinging the ball, man.
Nah, not with Frank Reich.
Shep with a quick pick. Oh
Yeah,
my
he was real
goodness, so
quick.
many quick picks.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
we had
damn
Jarvis Landry and then Keenan Allen. Ooh, Keenan Allen, good pick. I like
Damn
that.
it.
Herm Train, solid pick there, Herm Train.
I can't believe he fell that far.
Yeah, I mean, you've been watching Hard Knocks clearly because that guy
yeah.
looks like he's going to pay off this season.
Yeah. He had a ton of receptions last year, too. He had 104 receptions.
He did.
Big time for PPR.
He is a very, very good receiver for sure. One of the top in the NFL. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I didn't even see him.
He doesn't get enough respect.
No.
Like Mike
Neither
Evans.
did I. You're damn right.
Yeah.
You're damn right. Keenan Allen doesn't get enough respect.
That's why I picked Mike Evans earlier.
Did you
'cause
guys
Mike Evans and
see
Keenan
the
Allen are like
argument?
twins.
Yeah, that little argument was nice.
All right, who we got? Le'Veon Bell goes off the board.
Okay.
All right. Let me ask why. Why Le'Veon? Are you a Le'Veon fan there, Brett?
PPR league. He's
He
going
likes
to
his
bring in
music.
60 catches this year.
Okay.
He might only hit 700 or 800 yards, but he'll get 60 catches.
Okay. No, that's
Oh, man.
that's solid strategy right there.
Man.
What'd you say, Justin?
No, I was going to say
That's-
he only likes Le'Veon Bell for his music.
Nobody likes Le'Veon Bell. For
Sorry,
his music.
I'm focused right now.
Oh yeah, because
I'm on the clock right now.
All right, Corey. I'll say this. I will say this about your draft, Corey. If it works out and you do win it all, you have just changed the game on how people should draft in fantasy football.
I'm gonna be honest with you, so I'm not too confident right now. I'm not looking at my last pick. I hit the wrong button. Full disclosure. So I'll be trying to trade him as soon as we get underway. I'll swap him out if I can.
You know, if we were in let's just rewind it back to 1994, right? I'm sure there was a time or two where maybe you forgot what play or set you were running. If that were to happen, what would have coach said?
Well, it depends on what you did. If you missed an assignment, you would eat your lunch. I mean, if you just totally had the ball in your hand and shot it, that's better than a turnover or a missed assignment. So if you didn't know what play we were running, you just try to wing it, get the ball and try to score. That way you could at least try to lie and say, oh, I was just going for mine. But yeah, if you forgot to set a screen or something like that, or you were in the wrong place and it was an empty possession, that was a wrap for you.
Did Coach O ever have like a funny saying or a phrase that, like coaches, we all, they all have something that they just stick to, like you can't cut the mustard, let alone lick the jar or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, did Coach O ever have anything like that?
When I was there, his go-to word was criminy. That was his preferred choice for profanity.
Okay.
If we ever did the Jesus criminy, he'd just be like, criminy, crying out loud or whatever. It's one of those two.
Okay. All right. Well, that's kind of how I feel about the draft so far for you. It's you criminy. Oh my gosh.
This is a very ASU effort that I'm putting forward.
You opened the can of worms, man. I don't know what you want me to say, man.
No, you have Blake Jarwin and Rob Gronkowski. Blake Jarwin is your flex. You cannot be talking like this right now.
Hey, like I said, I only want to watch one game on Sunday. I'm doing this because my boys asked me to do it. I am not that skilled. So you guys are going to have a whole lot of fun talking trash to me this year.
Oh, my goodness. So. All right. Melvin Gordon and DeAndre Swift coming off the board of late. We have more comments, man. They're coming in fast and furious. Somebody said, Jarwin, no.
Because they know.
Oh, my goodness. And Ben, no, this is not a money league, although there is a prize at the end. So we have not determined what that's going to be, but this is the first year we're doing this. So this is more for fun. If you want to play next year, just look out when we promote it again next year, and you can jump in on all the fun.
Absolutely.
All right.
So
Antonio Gibson. Okay. Go ahead.
No, so I picked DeAndre Swift, and I'm going to be honest with you, Saul. That was a rushed pick. I'm going to be very honest with you. That was a pick that I made at the last second. I didn't know who I was going to pick between him or DJ Shark from the Jaguars, but I don't know how consistent quarterback play is going to be down there in Jacksonville. Is Gardner Minshew going to be a consistent quarterback for them? So I was hesitant. So I went with the name and I picked DeAndre Swift. So he's questionable. So he's a little bit banged up. And the Detroit Lions also just signed Adrian Peterson too.
Yep.
So those are
those goal
that's
line,
a running
those goal
back
line,
forward that's going to share the load.
Those goal to go situations that all of us fantasy football players or owners, whatever you want to call us. I don't even know what to call us anymore. Really make our money on, or you can make your money on him. Yeah, that's going to go to AP if he's playing. That's for sure. Because you can't stop Adrian Peterson.
Yeah,
on
so
the goal
I'm
line.
kind of
It's not happening.
No.
So
even at this point in his career, so I'm kind of regretting my pick.
DJ Chark. Ooh, interesting. I like that. Marquise Brown comes off the board. Ooh, that was a good one too. That was my next pick. Terry McCollum. Okay, Bunk is in the house. Oh, Bunk is in the. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. James Bunker, what is going on? he's got the drink. He's feeling good. That's all that matters, right? All right. Any words of wisdom there, Bunk?
Yeah, I'm about to crush all of you.
Is that a Long Island iced tea in your hand?
No.
He got so offended when I asked that.
It's just apple juice. It's just apple juice. Good to see you, brother. All right. That's Bunk, number 1 overall pick. And he did go with your guy, Mr. Oh man, why can I not think of his name? Christian McCaffrey. So, all right, Terry McCollum. Leonard Fournette comes off the board. Ooh, Ramley matters. Uh-oh. Leonard Fournette. Oh, you a believer in the ankle there, Josh? Yes, that's okay. He's nodding his head. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right.
Hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I got tons of running backs, so when anybody's ready for a trade, you let me know.
I think Corey will be ready for a trade. He's ready for a trade.
He'd trade Dak for four cheeseburgers right about now. All right. All right. Corey is on the clock right now too. So I like to see everybody and also in the waiting room. I can see everybody, just in case you guys didn't know that I can see you all. So when you guys make a facial expression, or if you just want to come into the chat, just throw up a little finger and say, "Hey, I got something to say about this" or whatever, and I got you.
So after Leonard Fournette,
on cue, go ahead, Brett. What do you got to say?
Well, I want to go back to Corey's strategy real quick. It just hit me that if Corey, as a Cowboys fan, if his strategy works, the Cowboys are probably winning the Super Bowl. So it's a good Hail Mary, if nothing else.
This is true.
Wait. Did you say Cowboys and Super Bowl?
I don't think it's going to happen. I'm just saying it's worth it for him to throw it all out there, because if he's picking all these guys, I know he's got a couple guys that aren't, and they play well enough to win him in fantasy, then that means they're a playoff team. So
this is true.
It's not a bad strategy as a fan. You're throwing all your chips on the table.
If they win the Super Bowl, you got to turn off the Xbox and the PlayStation, because that's the only way it's happening.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh, hey, Corey. Immediately the finger came up.
If we had to put some money up, my pick would look
He's
a
like,
whole lot
I got
different.
something to say.
If we had an entry fee, my picks would be totally different.
Oh,
the Karen should be enough.
Yeah, that's all the motivation you need, man.
You guys didn't tell me about that. What is that? It's a doll?
The Karen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a. You ever watch The League? You ever watch that on FX?
No.
Oh yeah, they have the Sacco Award, which is just a trophy with bull testicles.
Wow.
And so whoever gets last place gets that
Bull
trophy.
scrotum.
We didn't want to go that deep, so we ended up creating our own shitty trophy.
I'm officially over my head. I can see right now. I'm in over my head.
It's all good. It's all good. This is all for fun anyway. So there we go. All right. Last couple picks. Will Fuller. That was courtesy of myself. Dallas Cowboys defense went right before me. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. AJ Green, David Montgomery, and Tyler Boyd, wide receiver, formerly of Clemson, I believe, right? Tyler Boyd?
Or
remember.
no, you're thinking of Taj Boyd.
I'm thinking of Taj Boyd, yeah. Old quarterback. Go ahead, Ollie.
That'd be University of Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's why you rose your hand. There you go. Are you from Pittsburgh?
I am from Tucson. By the way, Farrah, I'm not in Tarzana or Rancho Cucamonga. I was just joking. In Tucson. I do have a serious question, and I'm worried. By the way, my son, who's watching, Justin, says it's not mustard. It's Mostart, okay?
Mostert.
Yeah, it's not mustard. I just want to know, is Bunk's boat okay after that boat parade in Lake Travis? Was his one of the boats that made it, or he doing all right?
Oh, come on. No, he's not that type of dude.
I know, but I mean, nobody's really talking or doing. I mean, I'm the guy that inspires the fire. So I'm willing to be the Al Davis of this league.
No, Bunk is a former drill sergeant. He's the man right here. So
that's right.
Yeah, he's down there in Georgia. He's a Pats fan.
So I got to go back to Corey. And you were saying, what would Coach O do? His drafting is more like the basketball players in Space Jam when they lost all their talent and they couldn't dribble. So I don't think the analogy was correct. It was like, what would happen if you couldn't actually remember how to run down the court?
Well, full disclosure, I had to look up what PPR was anyway. I thought it was regular points, fantasy point.
Oh my goodness!
I'm like, what the hell?
That's all right. Matt's doing that right now as we speak, anyway, so it's all good.
Hey Corey, that was a nerd laugh, by the way. Just so you know, when we all laughed when you said, "I don't know what PPR is," from the three of us, that was a nerd laugh. I don't know if that makes us.
Yeah, it doesn't make it any better. That's for sure. All right, that's funny. All right. Yeah, we're cruising right along. Oh, Darren Waller comes off. Darren Waller, the most impressive part of last year's Hard Knocks series with the Raiders. I actually picked up Waller last year, and he paid off big time for me during the season. So to see him go this, I mean, it's kind of about the time you'd expect like the mid-level tight ends and kind of the second and third wideouts to go. So I think that's a pretty good pickup.
Absolutely. And I wonder who is Bunk's tight end. Oh shoot, I'm on the clock as I say that.
Yeah, you are.
Well,
Bunk's tight end is Darren Waller.
That's his first tight end pick. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I need a backup running back, so I'm gonna go with the Pac-12 route and pick Shep's guy, Philip Lindsay from the Denver Broncos. And the reason why I picked him is because I just have a hunch that Melvin Gordon is going to struggle to stay healthy this year. So
I just want to let you know, I'm going to cut you off. I am so mad at you. Like, like if you happen to see crosshairs as you're walking down the street, look for the shades because it's me. Like, I'm not be honest with you. Like, I'm so upset. First I lose Mark Ingram, and then
my goodness,
Philip Lindsay from me. I'm about to throw this whole thing. No,
this Shep is hurt.
I'm about to just talk to my pick right now, my next pick.
You're also on the clock, so just to let you know.
Huh?
You're also on the clock right now, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. I see I got 26 seconds. Let me live my life. Honestly, I feel for this dude. This dude, I think, especially in a bum division that's in it right now, he's going to thrive, and this is going to be my next pick. Jordan Howard.
Ooh, Jordan Howard. Okay, interesting. I already know who my next pick is going to be. Oh, but he's gone, so never mind. Oh man, I really want to pick Drew Brees, but I'm not going to. For stupid reasons that have nothing to do with fantasy football, which are legit reasons, but we're playing fantasy, so it's kind of irrelevant when you're talking about fantasy points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here we go.
Christian Kirk.
Yeah, I mean, I got Kyler. I might as well add another wideout to the stable. I do. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty good about my draft so far. I got Kyler Murray, Kenyon Drake, Jonathan Taylor, Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, Calvin Ridley. I need a tight end, and then I have Singletary running back out of Buffalo, who did some nice work last year, and then Will Fuller, and now Christian Kirk. So. I did not see that somebody had selected
Hunter Henry.
No, quarterback. Houston just signed a big contract.
Oh, Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. Jesus. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not see that. That's who I was gonna pick.
Criminy.
Yeah, Criminy. Criminy. Who else is anybody out there pretty satisfied with their draft so far? Yeah, Ollie shaking his hand. Yeah.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah, I don't know. Ryan's kind of quiet right now. So is Matt. Matt's kind of got that, he's giving me he's giving me this. He's giving me this, which isn't a good sign. And Corey just looks kind of stressed or maybe out of it. Like, nah, it's whatever. Oh man.
Now, one thing that I've been meaning to ask you, Saul, as the league commissioner. Now, knock on wood, the season goes on and everything is fine. But let's say something super bad happens and football somehow stops and comes to a halt. How are we going to determine the fantasy football season?
Well, we'll just, just like with everything else during this whole COVID pandemic, we will just deal with it as it comes. That's the best we can do, man. That's why I gave everybody an additional spot. For those of you who were not aware, I did give you an additional spot. Usually you would have 16, but I gave you an additional spot. So now we are drafting 17 players just in case you have to put somebody on IR or COVID IR or whatever you want to call it. I just thought that was the fairer thing to do. And to be honest, if anybody in this league has any issues, like let's just say for whatever reason, by luck of the draw, somebody had like 4 guys out because of COVID. Now it has to be COVID. It can't just be an injury. If it's injury, then it just so be it. What we would do is they would pick up guys from the waiver wire who could not be picked up by anybody else. And since we have like roster limits, I would just annotate that on the side and add it to their score. But but those players will be off limits for anybody else to pick up. So that's just how it's gonna be manual, old school.
Love it.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we won't have to go to that point. Really hoping we don't have to go to that point. So Corey's on the clock right now.
I think it's looked pretty good so far.
Yeah.
I've been pleased with how the NFL has been getting ready for the season. Really.
Yeah, I agree. Again, it's up to the players, and Ryan Bertrand's got something to say. Go ahead, Ryan.
Well, no, I was just going to go back to your point about Drew Brees. I hate to change the subject on you guys, but I am Michael Thomas, so I kind of had to pick Drew Brees with my pick in the combo just to kind of get that nice little 1-2 right there. But it is interesting to think about because a lot of these teams during training camp, at least from what I've seen, they've taken the extra steps, they've taken the extra protocols to make sure everybody's safe and secure and making sure everything's fine that way. It's just going to be interesting to see. It's something we've never seen before, and it's going to be untreaded waters, like everybody's always saying. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Ryan, I'm curious. What's it like being at NFL Network right now as the NFL is getting ready to play during a pandemic?
Well, at the NFL Network in Culver City, I've been going back to the office. Started going back about 2 weeks ago. Plexiglass at every desk. Everyone's wearing masks. Wash your hands after pretty much every time you go outside. You pretty much want to wash your hands. It's just a lot of the extra things that you're kind of like you're walking on eggshells. You want to make sure like you're not touching anything, you're not touching your face. Like biggest thing for me, like I didn't realize how much before this pandemic, I didn't realize how much I was actually like touching my face or like doing it like subconsciously. And like I think a lot of people are like that. And like really kind of weird thing too. It's like we had to teach the whole country how to wash their hands, and I think that kind of gave us like a view into the future. Like, oh, maybe we don't have a great handle on this. Maybe we need to figure this out. But yeah, my biggest message is, everybody wear your mask, wash your hands.
That's it.
That's all you can do.
It's that simple. It's that simple. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, we've talked about it at length over the last couple of weeks in our podcast, and just be a good human, man. Just be a good human. That's all we're asking. So, last couple picks. Oh, Cam Newton finally goes off the board. Oh, you took Cam Newton. Oh, look at you trying to slide in there. All right, Cam.
Yeah, I needed a backup quarterback.
Yeah. All right. Marlon Mack goes to Georgia Bunk. Oh, the backup tailback. Larry Fitzgerald off the clock. Josh Spears says, I got running backs for sale. This is true. Larry Fitzgerald going into his 16th season. That is crazy. And that's just nuts.
Cardinals
16
go.
season. Dude, I'm almost at this point, I'm almost convinced he's going to stay to try and break Jerry Rice's records.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt, you've been around here for a little bit. Obviously you've been around the country, but I think that's a pretty good assumption at this point. Like, what else is there to play for besides the Super Bowl? And he came back last year, and they were definitely not expected to even come close to a Super Bowl last year. So, what's the motivation behind Larry Fitzgerald staying in it?
You know what? I still think it is for the Super Bowl. I think he liked Kyler. He decided to stick around. And now the Cardinals are one of those teams that could kind of be like a sleeper, kind of like the Ravens were last year. If Kyler gets going, it's a really talented offense. I think Larry wants to win a Super Bowl. I don't think he cares about the records at this point.
You don't think he wants to be the GOAT of all time?
I don't see him like that. No.
I
think that guy wants a ring. I know how devastating.
Everybody wants a ring. I know that.
The stories about him after the Pittsburgh loss, that he was immediately on the phone. He was trying to get better. I think he just wants a ring.
Okay.
I think he's an Arizona legend on the Mount Rushmore of Arizona sports, and that does it for him.
If he wanted a ring, he wouldn't be in the Arizona Cardinals uniform right now.
No, you can't say that. He already went to the Super Bowl once in an Arizona Cardinals uniform. Hey, you just chill out there, Charger fan.
I think the Cardinals are kind of a sleeper team too. I think it's not a bad shot for them to get back there.
It's not unthinkable. I will say that, because nobody saw it coming in 2009 either. And in this league, everything could change quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? From one year to the next. Andy Reid's got that team in the Super Bowl in 3 years, or what was it? 5 years. Sorry, 5 years. And I remember back in the day when everybody was talking about Bruce Arians or Andy Reid, and they ended up going with Bruce Arians and Andy Reid kind of sputtered at first, and then once he got Mahomes, it was over. So
yeah, just wait. But yeah, Larry's a top 3 wide receiver in NFL history, in my opinion, anyways.
All right. Well, good. Ali Boumaye taking defense. Whoa. Okay. Kai Forbath. All right.
Taking kickers.
So yeah, we're taking everybody apparently. John Brown just got cut by the Buffalo Bills, so I'm not going to take him. Oh, there we go. Let me take my guy, Jerry Jeudy. Boom.
Oh,
boom.
Man.
Boom. There you go. What's up, Shep?
I just want to say, with that drop by the Bills, Stephon Diggs' stock just went way up. Especially
Stephon Diggs
being utilized in Minnesota. Like, Adam Thielen is good. I like Adam Thielen, but Stephon Diggs is a threat. That's the reason why he got all those touches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but who's throwing him the ball now?
Some dude in the quarterback position in Buffalo.
Yeah,
Josh Allen.
That dude. Go ahead, Bunk. Go ahead. Shout it.
That's how I treat the Buffalo Bills quarterbacks.
No, I know Josh Allen, but Josh Allen can't throw for anything.
No, strong arm, but not with Stephon.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, well, that's the interesting turn that just took place right there. Defenses are starting to go. Steelers, Bills. What are we doing, people? What? Fantasy football 101. Don't take a damn defense or kicker too damn soon. I was taught that by a very wise man who just happens to be joining us tonight. by the name of Bunk. He used to scream that at me every single time we would do a fantasy football draft. And I was like, hey, worry about your own team. Well, I got sick and tired of losing, and I figured out, oh, maybe I should probably do that. All right. We only got a little bit of time left to go. Only 5 more rounds left to go, so we're good to go. What's that?
I'll say doing the same thing over and over again. That is the definition of insanity. So sometimes you got to take some different strategies when you do a fantasy football draft.
For sure. Sterling Shepard goes from the Giants to Ramley Matters. Ramley Matters. Take a look at Ramley Matters' lineup there, Justin.
So here, let me go up to Ramley Matters. Do you have it up right now?
No. I can't move the screen because if I move the screen, then that just takes us to
trying to figure out Ramley Matters. Okay, there it is. So Ramley Matters, my goodness, we're in the 12th round of the draft, and Ramley Matters doesn't have a quarterback.
Oh,
no quarterback whatsoever. He's got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's got Josh Jacobs, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Joe Mixon, Cam Akers. He's got Terry McLaurin, Leonard Fournette, Marvin Jones Jr., Henry Ruggs, Sterling Shepard, and Kerryon Johnson. And I don't like the Kerryon Johnson pick because he plays for the damn Detroit Lions. So many running backs that they could choose from. So I don't really like that pick. And I think that's why he was saying, hey, I got running backs for sale. So I'm thinking Ramley Matters, a.k.a. my brother, is going to find a way to sucker someone in a trade. He's got some pieces. He's going to sucker someone. And I'm just letting you guys know right now, don't fall for it.
Don't fall for the hype. Don't fall for the hype. He's smiling because he thinks he's onto something.
That's sabotage. That's sabotage right there. That should be a league fine for sabotage.
For tampering?
We got people picking defenses in the 10th round. People are going to need a running back, and I got 6 of them. So we'll be okay.
Man, I'm telling you, this 4th-string running back from the Detroit Lions.
He's something else, man. Let me tell you.
He's something else. Let me tell you. I'll tell you what, man.
Tell him there, John Gruden. Tell him.
I tell you what, man. Kerryon Johnson. I can't even do a good John Gruden.
Come on, man. Yeah, you did. You're doing it just fine, man. I love. See, Brett Farah knows that you do a great John Gruden impression. Like you just got to tell him how it is on Kerryon Johnson.
I need a. I tell you what, man. Round 13 of the fantasy football draft, man. I think I got to go with a good pass defense, a defense that I like to call control alt delete. Because when there was a window, he'll close them up in a hurry, man.
There he is, Mr. John Gruden. Thanks for joining us today. Let's go. So, I'm going to take a flyer on Matt Breida, who's done me very well in the past, but he's off to Miami away from San Francisco. He's been kind of injury prone, but I like his game. I like his speed. I like that he can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's got some wheels on him. So we'll see how it goes.
Defenses. We still have a few more rounds to go.
Yeah, we still got 4 more rounds to go, man.
And people are picking defenses.
Yeah. You still got 5 more picks at least. 13, yes. 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is that Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, you know what
I plead so many that I could choose from, but I could only choose one.
Corey, how we doing, man? Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out.
See, there seems to be a lot of that right now. A lot of people are kind of feeling about their draft. I'm feeling pretty good, to be honest with you. But,
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So last couple picks, Matt Breida, Ravens defense, Colts defense, and Alexander Madison, Minnesota backup running back to Dalvin Cook. So we'll see how that goes. We have some new comments right now. All right. Well, if they showed what QBs are still available, guaranteed there is tons of upside. Well, let's take a look at that right now. Quarterbacks available: Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Daniel Jones, Ben Roethlisberger. Yes, there's still quality quarterbacks still on the board. My man Ben Fadier pretty much just wrote them all down right there. So
Hey,
appreciate that.
I'm letting you guys know, if Matt Ryan is still available at the end of this draft, he is not a good quarterback. You guys can't sit there and say, "Oh, he's a good
This
quarterback."
guy would beg to differ. Matt Ryan is still there. Oh my God. Tons of quarterbacks still left. Here it is. Matt Ryan will finish top 5 and 6. See? You're not a Matt Ryan believer, baby. I'm telling you. That's what I keep trying to tell you, man.
I'm not.
He might not win games, but he puts up stats. And that's all you're after in this league.
If putting up stats is closing your eyes and throwing it up to Julio, then
hey, that's all you need. Jeez. You know, Kyler's got that luxury this year. He could just close his eyes and throw it up to Julio or to DeAndre Hopkins and hope for the best.
I think he has to because he's so short. He can't see.
Ah, come on, man. Come on, man.
He's really good, though. I'm a believer.
He's really good. He's really good. So, all right. Well, Aaron Rodgers finally gets off the board. Mike Williams. Oh, you took Mike Williams. Is he going to be okay? He was out 4 to 6 weeks, apparently, like 2 weeks ago. Took a nasty fall in training camp.
Yeah. I think he'll be healthy, and who knows? Maybe by that time, Chargers will put in their rookie quarterback, Justin Herbert. But even if Tyrod Taylor is still there, I still like Mike Williams later on in the year, of course. But I'm gonna have him on the bench.
Fair enough. All right, we're in the 13th round now out of 17, so we're in the home stretch. We're almost there. So,
okay, 4 more picks, huh?
Yeah.
So
Josh Spears said wouldn't have fallen if he had his own stadium. Austin Hooper goes next. The Herm train. All right. Oh, I'm up. Okay. Let's take a look here. You know what? I think I will take a quarterback. You know what? Oh, yeah. You see it, right? You see what's about to happen, right? Oh, let's go, Matt Ryan. Just to prove my point.
You did that only to spite me. You did that just only to spite me.
No, he's a good quarterback, man. He puts up stats. If Kyler Murray goes down, I got Matt Ryan. Dude, I got a bona fide number 2. And I have Calvin Ridley. So I have options galore. Man, you guys are toast this year, man. I'm about to smash everybody.
If I didn't say anything about Matt Ryan, you would have picked Daniel Jones, Eli Manning 2.0.
No, I would not. I wouldn't touch Daniel Jones with anything.
Or Ben Roethlisberger.
My bench is almost full. So that's good. All right. Joe Exotic on the clock.
So Joe Exotic has Drew Brees as his quarterback, Nick Chubb. He's also got Michael Thomas, Chris Carson, Adam Thielen, Mark Andrews, A.J. Brown as his flex. And he picked the Bills' defense with a bench of Marquise Brown, J.K. Dobbins, Deebo Samuel, Noah Fant, and Justin Jefferson.
I like that Noah Fant pick. I've always liked Noah Fant when he came out of Iowa. He's a good, solid tight end.
Yeah,
got a little speed. He's got some height. He's got some build. Like he can do a little bit of everything. He's a nice player.
Absolutely.
Am I on the money with that, Shep? You watch a lot of Broncos games. What'd you think of Noah Fant last year?
Honestly, I think it's now with Drew Lock is a solid pickup. I mean, to be honest with you, so like I wouldn't put all your money in there, but I would definitely, it's a good dice roll. But this is where the sleepers become heroes. I'd say that in fantasy for sure. There's a couple of things out here I see they're still sleeping for everybody, and I think Matt Ryan was a good pickup. I'm a fan of that. Be honest with you, I don't care what the haters say. The hater.
is this a Chargers Broncos?
I'm the only one
thing, or is this the legit?
I mean, to be honest with you, when it comes to Chargers and Broncos, we both still sitting in the same place when it comes to the AFC West division right now, which sucks. But I think,
and that's the thing is, I absolutely despise the Broncos. I despise the Broncos. I hate the Broncos so much. with a burning passion, but I can't say anything because I haven't seen my team play in a Super
got
Bowl.
you, Ben.
Meanwhile,
Honestly,
Broncos,
if I was
what,
a Charger
a few
fan,
years
I
ago,
would hate the
I can't say
Broncos
shit.
too. It makes a lot of sense. Like I understand your logic behind that. It makes perfect sense to hate the Broncos as a Chargers fan. You guys suck.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm on the clock. So, actually, this is one of those times where I'm actually going to take a sleeper pick because I know a little bit about this guy. There's a lot of hype for no reason, but I'm going to take Mr. Dan Arnold. I had to. It's a backup tight end. I can't really go wrong. It's all good. That's a good. Yeah. See, Shep knows.
It's not a reach. I will say that it's not a reach.
It's not in this system. Oh, go ahead, Bunk. What do you got to say, Bunk? You got something to say?
No, I'm just wondering, who did you pick?
Dan Arnold.
Dan Arnold?
Yeah, like from Roseanne. Yeah.
From Roseanne?
I knew you were gonna go there. So I know he apparently
white response.
There's a lot of hype about this guy, and so we'll see how it goes.
No, great pick. Who's the pick for?
Jimmy G goes before me, and then Duke Johnson, and now Chris Thompson goes after. So Chris
Who
Thompson.
does he play for?
What's that?
Who does Dan Arnold play for?
The Cardinals.
Dude, stop stacking your team with Cardinals, dude.
Hey, man. They're going to win the NFC.
Homer.
What are you talking about?
You're a homer. Homer.
Hey, I only pick them in late rounds. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Harris will be getting the carries after week 2 or 3 whenever he gets back. That's true. Duke Johnson, the greatest later season pick ever. Okay.
I'm on the clock right now.
Oh, I was wondering why you got all quiet. I'm like, dude, am I talking to this thing myself, man? What's going on?
Hello?
I'm like, is this thing on? Let's bring on our Ali. Ali's been trying to stoke the flames of some heated debates. So, Ali, what's new with you, huh? What's going on in your world?
Are you claiming that I'm trying to incite division, Saul?
Yes, absolutely. I 1000% believe that you are mirroring some other people in this country. Yes.
I deny the allegations and I deny the alligator. But I'm kind of upset I didn't. This is like DraftKings. Like my team is like, who would you pick if you could just pick anybody?
Guess they had their eye on him too.
I'm at a loss of what I'm going to do because my first 10 picks already won the league. So.
Oh, jeez. Justin, pull this guy's roster up right now so we can talk about this trash.
Yes, I would love to talk about it. Let's talk about it.
When I pick, it's ridiculous. The team is ridiculous.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
Yeah, I guess so.
So somebody's taking all the cute players that Ali has set up, it looks like.
Well, I was like, what else? Might as well get a kicker. I guess I got beat to the kickers.
Oh no. Yeah, let's see. Now I got one more round before I have to think about a kicker. So I got one more pick. I already know who it's gonna be. And actually it was a recommendation, and I'm gonna show it as soon as my pick is over. But Ben Fadir, yes, that will be my next pick if he's still there, just so you know.
That's Favre, not Fadir. It's pronounced Favre.
Yeah.
How many wins are the Cardinals going to have?
Ooh, I don't know, man. I think I want to say 7 to 9 range. The only way that would be different is if the defense is much better than it was last year. It wasn't terrible last year, but it wasn't great. And honestly, all they have to do is really stop tight ends. Let's not have 3 touchdowns per game per tight end, next season, and it should be much better. And then on the offensive side, I think they did nothing but improve. They got a little bit of offensive line help. They added, Dan Arnold is supposed to be a much better target out of the backfield. He kind of came on late last year, and then you got a nice stable of running backs now, and you just added Eno Benjamin from ASU as the third string running back who made the roster. So I think overall they should be better. Then you added DeAndre Hopkins along with Larry Fitzgerald and Christian Kirk. So if Kyler has time to throw, he has plenty of options. Just, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'd say 7 to 9 range.
7 to 9 range.
Yep, I am. Yep, and that's exactly who I was going to take. Mr. Chase Edmonds as my backup running back, just in case something happens to Kenyon Drake.
I was just going to ask you about Chase Edmonds. Chase Edmonds seemed like he produced every time he was in the game last year. You see him getting a lot of snaps?
He did. Yeah, I see him getting, really being the back. He's the backup running back for sure.
Let me just take the number 1 receiver for the Giants, which at this point is as good as you're going to do in the 18th round. So let me just do that. So I'm done. Please continue.
Darius Slayton. Okay. I think Chase Edmonds is a solid running back. He's always been a solid running back. He didn't get as many touches as he should have last year. The only time he really did was against the Giants, and he ran for over 100 yards and had a couple touchdowns. Like he's a solid player. Brett, you have something to say about that?
Sorry, I just noticed the second Cowboys kicker just got taken.
Oh my God, for real? Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, I don't even know if Greg Zuerlein is even playing anymore, is he?
I think Zerline's playing. Who did Corey take earlier?
Corey took a kicker earlier, a long time ago.
Yeah, he's got the kicker they cut. Zuerlein is the kicker for the
Cowboys. That's so great.
Oh
Sorry,
no, that's right.
That.
Waiver wire, Corey. We got you. All right. Well,
right.
Sorry.
It's just piling on. It's just right at this point. Corey's
I love it.
Is a winner.
Piling on. I love it. It's great.
Very long, man. And in fact, I would like to make a suggestion that
Ollie, you're on the clock, by the way, just so you know.
Corey is absolved from the Karen Award. You just threw him. It's like he's like, okay, we're running 5-on-5 right now with a bunch of Division I Pac-12 players, and then whoever's the worst gets a bad award. That's not fair. Just Corey out of the Karen discussion. It should be everybody else on the Karen discussion.
Corey is gonna whack
we have to get a thumbs up from the majority of the group for that. So why don't I just go ahead and pull in everybody for that, and everybody can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down as to whether or not Corey should be absolved from the Karen Award. Yeah, that's a big no for me. That's a no. Okay, yeah, no. 2 thumbs up from Ollie still means 1.
Terrible.
Yeah, so. Sorry, he's not absolved. He's a grown man. He can take it. He's good.
Shame.
Hey, Ryan,
it's a full setup.
We have a fish tank. You got a lava lamp back there? Can we see the lava lamp?
Guaranteed to get it.
All right. I got the Patriots defense right there. So
here you go, right here. This is the best sleeper pick ever.
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Tevin Coleman. That's not a sleeper pick. What are you talking about?
It's late.
It's a late pick. It's not a sleeper pick. Tevin Coleman he was decent. They just have so many running backs in San Francisco.
Right, but the way I look at it like this, I've always been a fan of Tevin Coleman. Like always. Like there's been plenty of times where I'm like, somebody sit literally Deontay Freeman down. Like
Tevin Coleman or Tevin Campbell?
Tevin
Whatever,
Campbell,
man.
All right. Can we talk for a minute?
Girl, I want to know. Yeah, all right. We're coming down the stretch now, thank God, because that song. You're on auto draft right now, Justin?
Yeah,
okay.
I am. Well, I wanted to pick the. Yeah, I wanted that defense anyways. So.
Okay. All right. Well,
because the Chargers are about to have a great defense, even without Derwin James.
I was going to say, is your team name broken like Derwin James, or
death, taxes, preseason injuries to key Chargers players?
Oh my goodness! We're bringing everybody into the stream as we wrap it all up. Somebody got in the car or something.
You have to go for a long drive.
You have to go driving to the mountains and recontemplate their fantasy football team selections.
Yeah, out there playing some like Dave Koz and jazz to mellow out. Why did I do this?
Oh, man. Well, Herm Train is on the clock.
If you hear Corey in the background, we should all stop and make sure whoever that is okay.
Yeah. All right. Jamison Crowder, Broncos defense. I'm on the clock. I'm going to go with Young Wei Koo. My bad. And my team is all set. Ali is on the clock.
Do we get ratings after this?
Yeah, they should. ESPN should generate ratings after this. So, yeah. But let me go ahead and stop this screen. Oh, yeah, Shake and Drake right there, baby. That's my team, complete team. That's the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. It was the first launch of this draft, and I appreciate each and every one of you for joining us. And obviously, let the trash talking commence. It's already started, so I don't even know why I said commence. But no, I appreciate you guys all joining, and best of luck out there. Best of luck this season. And if you need anything, let me know.
Happy football season, fellas.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you having us. It was great.
Absolutely. Yeah. Fun times. All right. See you guys.
Later.
Guys.
All right. All right. So that was the first ever 2020, or that's the first. Yeah, that's first ever fantasy football draft. There we go. So I'm going to remove these guys from the studio. And we are all set. Justin, I think that went fairly well.
Yes. There were some times, there where you could definitely tell that we're in quarantine right now. So everybody is isolated, working remotely. So sometimes it kind of got a little muffled there, and everybody was talking all at once. But I mean, this is just the sign of the times. With that being said, I think we handled that incredibly well. Everyone had some great insight, some incredible banter. Big thank you to all the people who tuned in live, left some comments,
a ton of comments,
and made this as interactive as possible. And
tons of comments.
And you know what? This is the seed. Next year, it's going to be even better. The year after that, it's going to be even better. So,
Mr. RJ Cards, we appreciate you very much. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, I mean, and Mr. RJ Cards and Ben Fadir, I hope I'm saying that last name right. You two were the MVPs tonight too. They were completely interactive throughout the whole show on the comments. So, hey, major bless up to you guys, and thanks for following the show and watching the show, and hopefully you enjoyed it and you stick with us as we move on to bigger and better things as we move along the season, because football is here, baby. Football is here. You know
it's here.
And there's only 2 conferences in the whole country that ain't even going to play, and it doesn't even matter. I don't even care. We're still going to have a CFP without the Pac-12 and the Big Ten. I don't care. We're going to have the NFL season. Okay, that's fine. I don't care if there's fans or not. We're still going to have football, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Absolutely. And Team Drums versus Team Flats are the 2 different divisions.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see, how these guys do. I'm daydreaming. I am so excited for when it's college basketball season and Mr. Corey Williams is calling a game on ESPN, and we're going to make him show the Karen on TV. When they do their pregame and it shows them, and then the crowd behind them.
Yeah, that shit better be right behind his head.
Sitting on his shoulder.
Absolutely. Well, Justin, tell the people where they can find us before we wrap this show up.
Man. Tonight was incredible. We're going to have a lot of great content coming your way. So be sure to subscribe to the Total BS podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. And for the Sunday Night Live show that you just saw right now, we went a little longer than usual, but that's just because today's episode was just so special. It's a fantasy football draft. We're getting ready for the NFL season, but we always do our Sunday Night Live show. You can watch that live on YouTube and also on the Total BS Podcast Facebook page. So follow, subscribe on all of our social media platforms and wherever you listen to podcasts.
Absolutely. Justin said it all when he said it. We appreciate you guys joining us tonight. We'll see you when you see you. Peace.
Your fans just might turn into our fans. Be cool, it's just part of the program. Spit your best 16 if you must, you're not whack. fans just might turn into our fans. Be cool, it's just a part of this program. Spit your best 16 if you must. You not whack, you just sound whack rapping after us.